What's up to all my freelancers and creatives? This is Nathan, and I'm still doing some things and working behind the scenes on my business, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about the best book packaging I've ever seen. What I'm referring to is Sean McCabe of seanwes.com has written a book, and that book is called Overlap. Now, for those who don't know, Sean McCabe is a designer, an illustrator, an entrepreneur, and he teaches on business online, whether it be a podcast or writing articles or writing blog articles or just sharing video of his processes and what he does. And what Sean has done recently is amazing. He literally wrote the book, then saw what he was doing, scrapped that, rewrote the whole thing, and he did it all under a month's time. And this is an amazing book. It's a thick book. I've heard the audio version of the book, and depending on when you hear this video, you actually can go to seanwes.com/book and you can get an audio copy of the book for free. But really, when I saw the packaging, I knew I needed to do a video, and this just came in the mail today. And what you're seeing is the icon that's on the cover of the book Overlap, and I believe Kyle Adams came up with the icon design. But really, it's it's blue box. For those who are familiar with his brand, he uses this color. So again, he's just enhancing his brand by using this blue box. And it was great just to see this come in the mail. I mean, it's a box, it's heavy, it has weight to it, and I can't wait to open it. So what is Overlap about? I'm actually familiar with it because I'm a part of the Sean Wes community. Sean has a community of like-minded individuals, designers, creators, different business people who've just come together, and we ask questions, we get answers. Sean and his team, they create online courses to teach different people in the community, and it's been a great resource for me, and I've even collaborated with people in that community. Overlap is the best resource I've seen in fully describing how you transition from a 9-to-5 job to pursuing and building a business around your passion. I think too many people romanticize the process of how to build a business. They say things like, oh, forget the cubicle, leave that, quit your job today, no more Mondays, hate work, build your own business. And they really come at it from a standpoint of your work and your job is boring, is evil, is tiresome, but you really need to leave that and build your own business. And really, that's not true. When you build your own business, you're responsible for everything. You're responsible for marketing and advertising and designing, and it all falls on you. And a lot of times you have more work when you build your own business than you had at the 9-to-5 job. But like I said, that's the difference between the romantic version of leaving your job versus the real version. And what Sean has done in writing and compiling the resource that is Overlap is fully describe that from an honest standpoint, but also give you practical advice on how you can, apply that advice and really achieve that today. So that's a little bit of background. Let's get into the box. I'm just opening the box and I want to keep it. So I'm opening the box, and wow, the first thing I see here is a custom print that Sean has hand drawn. It says press on, and he actually has his name here, and I got the 60th one out of 250. So there's only 250 of these specifically, and this is number 60. So that's the first thing. And this is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. I plan to frame this and put this up just as a reminder when I'm working, I need to press on. The next thing we have in the box is the book itself. And as you can see, it really matches, the cover. And you just have the simple icon. It says Overlap and it says Sean McCabe. And honestly, it feels nice. It's fabric. It feels great. It even smells good. Has that fresh new book smell. So also in here, there is different pieces of paper here that's padding. So the book just wasn't in a box. It had some secure padding around it just to make sure it wasn't damaged during travel. So you can tell care was put into even the packaging because I want to make sure you get the book and you get it undamaged. When I turn the first page, it has a lot of weight. This book is thick. I believe it's over 2 pounds. And the first thing I see is a bookmark. So a bookmark for me to read this. And it has a quote. And that quote says, "Greatness does not come by following the status quo." And again, on that bookmark, there's the logo. And I'm moving that to the side. Next up, we have what I see. And this is another quote and another handout. It says, "You don't have to build a business alone." And I can tell these icons were designed by Kyle Adams. Good job, Kyle. And I'm looking at it. I flip it over, and it talks about find like-minded people that are trying to overlap like you. They're trying to build a business like you. And it has, different statements, and it talks about the membership, the community that I mentioned that I'm a part of, the Sean Wes community. So that's this. Looks pretty cool. I like that, and the bookmark that I mentioned earlier. Here's the bookmark, and it's a pretty thick book, so you're gonna need it. So in removing the book from the box itself, here's the book. I don't know if you have any type of scale. It's bigger than my head. So on and so forth. But large book. Again, you can see the title on the spine. It's fabric. It feels good. It has a lot of weight to it. It has a lot of weight, and it's not a flimsy book. So the book in and of itself is protecting itself as well. So even though a lot of care was put into making sure it gets to me safely, I can tell by the edges of the book, the binding, and the front and back cover, the book will protect itself and it will last for some time. And Sean has his signature here as well. So thanks for that, Sean. Appreciate that. Turning the first page, again, you have the logo. And then you have the table of contents. And there's just a lot of things here. I believe over 20 chapters, 26 chapters, about 310 pages about. And, this is just a regular, page. I just wanted you all to see how it looks. It's not too crowded. The words are there. It's still in his very same font of his brand. A lot of people don't do that. Whenever they write a book or release a book, it's in a different font. It's in a regular typeface. It's, it tends to be something that whatever the book company says, this is the most readable font. But Sean did a great job in choosing his font initially, but it's all through the book. I'm looking through it. Everywhere I look, it's the same font. So that's pretty good. And because I'm a part of his community and I read all of his content, I'm already used to his writing style, how he writes a header, then he fills in the subsection under that header, and the book is laid out the same way. So for me as a regular reader, the transition's easy. So all I need to do is just mark this up, highlight this, and make it my own as I go through this. Again, this was the unboxing of Overlap. This was great. This was probably the best book packaging I've ever seen. Again, Sean took the time, he and his team, they made sure to take the time that this was done rightly, even if it meant pushing back dates they already agreed on. I just want to say to anybody who's a maker or a creator or a designer, this is how you do it. To the best of your ability, within your budget, whatever you can, go for quality. If someone receives what you have to offer in a great way and it speaks quality, they'll come back to you again because they know the next thing you put out is going to be quality as well. And Sean, this is excellent quality. I'm glad I have this book. And again, just looking at it, it makes me want to buy this and give it to someone else. But I know it's going to be pretty hard to get another copy because everyone and their mom going to want this book. But anyway, this is great. Again, just wanted to, when I saw the packaging, I just knew I had to make a video. I had to make a video just to show it once again of how amazing this is. And if you don't have it, definitely hit up seanwes.com/book. It'll take you there. Get the book into your hands because it's an excellent resource for anyone who is in business or thinking about starting their own business or wanting to do something. Overlap is the best book to get in terms of getting a resource that will detail how to transition from your 9-to-5 to your side hustle and making that your main thing. And it goes into the most detail and is the most thorough. Well, until the next one, I will catch you later. See ya.